Um, Today I want to really make a breakdown on how you can understand fundamental because of most of everyone just go to forex factory and there are still other sites that you really need to really study in order to trade successfully. You understand? So just pay attention. So now on the norms, once you open your forex factory, it takes you to the charts, takes you to the bid price, to the low price. So now this takes us to the real thing. So if you log in as a new fresher dashboard to your first factory, you'll be seeing what they call all those yellow. You see some color like yellow, brown, red. Now pay attention to this. You come here, you come to this side here. I don't like dealing with yellow. The yellow means what? Low impact news. The the ash means holiday when there's bank holiday. The brown means when there is a medium impact news. The major impact news is red impact news. You understand? Then later I'll touch down on all of this for future references in further class. So you go on what apply filter. If you notice everything has changed. So now if you notice today's like for example today, if you notice that the right side of the um of the news, you notice that some numbers are being quoted in green, some are being quoted in red. Now it depends on the news that's being released. Every news has its own indicator that's being released. Some are above, some ranges between 0 to 50, or some range from 0 to 100. So some 50 above simply means expansion, some 40 below simply means what? Depreciation. So now how do you now what analyze it and how do you understand what you are about to take? Do you understand? How do you understand what you're about to take? Now, this takes us down to, for example, now today's Wednesday, January 24, 2024. So, you notice the time today from around 9:15 a.m. in the morning to 4:30. If you notice, there was a lot of actual going on. That is, news going on. So, today is the kind of day that you have to what, be very, very observant and pick a particular period to focus and trade on. Now, for example, now today alone, the French flash manufacturing index was being released. Now, if you notice, it came out positive, which is 43.2. So when it means positive, it means that it favor the euro pair. So now you can look at the forecast. The forecast was 42.5, so it came out above forecast. So which means that people that traded this today really made money on this. So now how do you come? Because you trading fundamental, you have to also combine with conferences. But some people are just fundamental trader. At times I might be a fundamental trader and just trade fundamentals only. You understand? So now open now there are two things you have to take note of. The graph here and the actual. So today I'm not talking only about the actual news because the graph is a very tough topic that I have to take on and really have to focus on. So now if you open it, let's see, I don't know. Okay. Now if you notice it, you look at what they call the source, look at what they call the measure, usual impact, frequency, the next time that it will be released. Now the FS means forex futures notes. Now the next one is why does trader care about it? Then where is it derived from? Now the accurate span, that is what can you also call the news? It can be called purchasing managers index. This is mostly used by companies and all those top firms. Now looking at the below side, these are the past French flash manufacturing purchasing managers index that has been released since last year, pending to today. So now this takes us to now the source is coming out from. Sorry, I have to reload it. So now the source came out from Strong and Poor Global. Now in forex, they also call Strong and Poor Index because Strong and Poor Index is what actually measures the dollar economy. So most people trade this index. For example, I trade it probably once in a month or twice in a month. So depending on how comfortable you are, your risk because of trading index is very very risky. And if you understand index very well, the first market should be easy for you. You can understand some particular pair in first market. So now it measures the level of the efficient index based on surveyed. That is every month, for instance, in US or in every country, there's what they used to call survey. If you are an economic student, you understand this properly. Now there's what they used to call survey. Now survey simply means in every sector, for example, the health sector, the finance sector, and other sectors, the government actually reaches out to company to launch a firm that is to go around to create a team and tell them to go around to ask people about a particular product that okay how far have it been consumed, that is the measured data of the product that is being released, that is to measure how much people are consuming it, and the level at which it is being consumed. That is, how are they reacting to this particular product. That what they call, they measure the level of the efficiency. This is what is the impact of this particular sector in the economy. Now this takes us to the actual. Now mostly if you come to this site, you notice that everything, we noticing that most of the news are greater than forecast is good. So sometimes it might not really come out that way. That's why as a trader, that's why they say that trading is more like a probability game, but understanding the concept and patience also what makes you to roll the game. So now it is released around 3 weeks, which is the frequency. Frequency means the period of time it is being released. So it is released every 3 weeks in a month. Do you understand? For example, now it is released now. Before it release is February 22. So that's after 3 weeks. Sometimes it might not really complete that 3 weeks, but the interval is within 3 weeks. So now this takes us to what the FX note. Now, if you notice, there states something that above 50 indicates industrial expansion, below means contraction. That is, contraction means below 50% simply means the to be moving sideways. That is, there will not be any impulses. But how will you know that aspect? Do you understand? So now this touch down to how will I know that aspect as a trader. So now, um, for example, now today it came out for 3.2, and it is below 50%. So now you remember I said that you now wondering that, okay, if it goes well today, but now if it goes well today, then why is it below that, and it's being quoted in green? Remember red. Now the reason why it is quoted in green is because of what, it came above the expectation, but it came out well, but the trade is moving a side, is moving sideways. So people that trade this are people that are what, that are day traders. So now how do you now understand it? That's what we'll talk in our next lecture. So now why traders care about this report? Because of what, it is mostly focused by business. That is, business focus on this particular report very well. And then the survey, they have been surveyed by almost 150 purchasing managers. Now, what are those purchasing managers? These are people that, yeah, that are the firm's investor. And we have what we call the angel investor, the firm investor, the investor veterinary. We have the hedge fund manager and others. So just make sure you watch the video and ask questions. Then this takes us to the next one. Now it also takes us to the Canadian, because Euro and Great Britain GBP, they share the same border, so they are together. So it takes us to the Bank of Canada monetary policy report. So this I will explain to you. Just be patient.